Hey, family, it is Dr. Joy here. Tonight, I want to tell you that I had this all ready for last night, and for whatever reason, I could not upload. I couldn't go live. I couldn't do anything I was trying to do. So I said, I'm bringing it back today. I did do a post last night with some of the information, but I wanted to talk to you guys. And I was quite upset, but I wasn't so upset that I was going to let it stop me from going to bed. So I tried a few times. I'm working on not being frustrated with technology, working on it. And I got something posted. So I've done recently, sometimes I have done a live, sometimes I have done an upload, sometimes I have done a short, sometimes I have done a video. I'm trying to do something every day. Um, and it's definitely different, but I'm learning. And that's what makes it really, really cool. Today, I have a topic that I want to talk about that is very close to my heart. A lot of times when I talk to you guys, I give you stories, and I many times post, especially on Facebook. I post like my aunt, um, one of my aunts. I have a couple of aunts who are still left, but my mother's oldest sister and the only living sibling. I post a lot of pictures of her because the time that I spend with her is very precious to me. So I want to capture it. I want to have it. I want other people to know, spend that time with your family. So the thing that I want to talk about today, as I had the time from yesterday to today to think about it, I said, this is so deeply ingrained in me because I've had living examples of it. So, what I want to talk to you about today is, you guys, straight from my heart, please don't be afraid to be your own boss. So, I'm going to go back to Auntie for a minute before I get really into the information for tonight. I remember learning to count at my aunt's corner store in Harvey, Illinois, um, standing on some crates and just literally counting the change out with my auntie. Auntie was a teacher, but she also had a corner store. When she stopped teaching, she still had her corner store. Um, Eventually, she did go back to teaching before retiring, but she always had a business of some sort. And even now, she's 88 years old. She has some cognitive things going on, but she still has a heart. She wants a school, guys. And I remember maybe about a year ago, I went over to visit her, and she wanted me to go down the street so she could show me the building where she wanted to have the school. It's in her heart to help, it's in her heart to teach, even though everything isn't flowing the way that it should. She knows, and she's still able to share her heart. And I love that. That's because she got that entrepreneurial spirit in her. It's in her. She's got that being her own boss. She's got that boss mentality. And so when I think about it, this is something that I have experienced. Like I said, I have lived this. Um, I was at my cousin's store on the west side of Chicago. She has a clothing store over the weekend. And it's dedicated to her mom. But because of her entrepreneurial spirit, She knows it's important to give back. See, you can do those things when it belongs to you. So she had a prom dress giveaway. She's been doing it every year. When I tell you, it just felt good to be in the place because her heart is there. She can shut her business down and not worry about revenue for the day because what she's doing and how she is benefiting her community is that important. And as a boss, you can do that. You can make that part of your routine as a boss. You can't do that with other people's things. You can't do that with other people's profits. You can't tell them, well, we're not going to make any money today. We're going to put all the stuff to the side. And what we'll do is we're going to give things away. Now, if it's the boss's idea, that's one thing. But for you, if you were just an employee that you just gone, hey, this is what we're doing. I don't know. What do you think? So listen, I just wanted to give you all that little bit of information. It literally came to me. Though I knew it, sometimes we have to get things back in our remembrance. So, um, who's not talking about uncertainty in the economy? We got the market doing this one day, that the next. It's a lot going on. But what I want you to do is really think and be real. Fear of the unknown is a reality. We don't know what's going to happen. It causes us a little bit of tension. That fear of leaving a steady paycheck, fear of what people might say. That's a big one. What is she over there doing? What is he doing? So, but I'll move on. Even the fear of failing, that happens. When one of the things I posted about during 4040 this year um, was to fail forward. That was it was late. I was coming from um, Milwaukee that night. I was driving back. I had to drop two people off. I enjoyed my time I spent with my business partners, but it was so late. And I was like, I got to post before midnight. And the only thing that I could get out was to fail forward. So even if you fail, failure is only failure if you don't learn something. We got to learn when things don't go the way we plan. We have to learn. And so it's really not failure. It's really, mhm, and it's okay. So, but the truth is that job that you're clinging to for comfort may be the very thing that's keeping you from your calling. And when I thought about this, I have been with my employer going on 23 years. And there were times that I flat out knew that I just did not have my finger on the pulse of what I knew, what I knew from the experiences growing up, owning businesses before. I just didn't have it anymore, and I'm giving everything I have. I'm working your problems out. I am coming up with solutions that have been long-standing problems. I am correcting some behaviors with staff, and I'm intervening, and I'm supporting, and I'm doing all these things for somebody else. It was keeping me from my calling. Yeah. So to talk about that, sometimes we lose sight of the fact, or sometimes we don't even know. Sometimes we're just not even aware that we're created for impact. We're created to lead. To lead. We're created to grow and to thrive. And guess what? That passion that's within inside of you is not just a dream, it's your direction, it's your north. Who's read that book, True North? Man, that was a good one. Drop in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, True North. And so, as you were created for those things, that means fear is not part of it. Fear is literally distraction in disguise. So, if you've been thinking about starting your own business, if you know you're meant for more, but fear has kept you on pause, this is actually literally your sign. So contact me today and let me show you about how to become your own boss. I'll show you how to shift your mindset, unlock your gifts, and say yes to freedom, purpose, and prosperity. Now, disclaimer, this is not quit your job day. This is build upon what you have in place while you're learning